stars, Tiv here, and we are playing some Max Payne. Apologies about the late start. A mix of insomnia and intoxication led to me being passed out for an extra hour than I was intending to. I was trying to take a 30-minute nap. That did not work out the way I was intending. Alright, it's been a hot minute since I've played this game, so let's actually go over the tutorial, I guess. Hi there, Xavier Walko? Hi there, Omegas. Crowbar. Okay, the sound sounds a little funky. Yeah, I saw that. It's interesting. Such reissuing such recent toys isn't that newsworthy, though, in my opinion. I need to push the enemy dispenser first? Okay, where's the enemy dispenser? Oh! Oh! Okay, that car is... Bullet time keeps making the sounds funky, and the car isn't sounding too good either. I might have to get a patch for this. But we can deal with the fucky sounds just for tonight. Oh, who the fuck? Who's shooting me? Oh, hello there. One sec. I would prefer if they didn't make a new Mistress of Flame figure. I don't like the character. Just a moment. I know they didn't make a Mistress of Flame figure before, but I just don't really want a Mistress of Flame figure personally. I think it's one character we can safely let fade into obscurity. What's wrong with the character? Nothing really. I just am not fond of too many like religious figures in Transformers outside of Primus. And like it focuses on like splinter factions of religion and just puts too much attention on that sort of stuff in Transformers. Like by all means, it was useful to have to explore the sort of stories they wanted to tell in IDW1, but I just don't like the character. Yeah. We were actually talking about the Mistress of Flame. We're just holding tight a little bit while the sound patch installs. Because I forgot we needed to do that. It's just when we get to the noir narration, I would prefer us to actually be able to hear it. I will also say, once we actually get through the classic Max Payne campaign, there are a ton of mods we can check out that add full-on new campaigns and everything. Oh, you hate the G2 design? Honestly, I'm excited that Age of the Primes is going for Liege Maximo's most classic look. Because it seems like it'd be the most difficult to turn into a toy, so I'm interested to see that they took up the challenge. I don't like Liege Maximo just being a clone of Loki. I prefer the more nuanced portrayal we got in the Covenant of Primus. And I like Generation 2 Liege Maximo, I'm gonna say it. Alright, now that the sound's actually working, let's get into it. Let's go with the easier level. This is going to be a pretty chill playthrough.
Stand by, 1010, investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Hey, I may not be able to change your mind, but it's what I prefer. And it looks like it's what Hasbro prefers too, so maybe you'll get the Loki design you want eventually. there's probably thousands of third parties and customizers who've made it already. But I'm getting the toy I want in Age of the Primes.
It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza, repeat. Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the Payne started. I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex?
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. Sun setting on a sweet summer's day. Smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. A beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come
I disagree. I think them going back to the G2 design now is a sign that they're supporting all interpretations of their characters. And I think it's rude to disregard one design of a character and use it as a dumb beast that the character actually owns. And that's honestly really insulting to the person who originally designed Liege Maximo.
I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house. Front row center.
The sound feels a little too loud.
What the hell? Listen, someone's broken into
Something up, huh?
911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
I prefer the Transformers Cybertron design, though I actually have a soft spot for the Galaxy Force recolor. I like the bronze and silver colors.
Michelle!
It's coming.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Coming! You get it?
No, please, God, no.
Ah, yes. Dead baby stream.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
I like the new design. the version of the design they're going with for Age of the Primes, personally. Though, just seeing how modern of a truck she turns into, and they're having all of the 13 turn into relatively modern vehicles, it feels weird. I feel like their vehicle modes should be more alien and bizarre, since they're the very first Transformers.
Pardon a New York minute. The killer junkies have been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York. I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA.
But yeah, let's focus a bit on the plot of the game right now, and just take in the rich neo-noir atmosphere. I love the graphic novel cutscenes this game has.
Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex.
Oh, it's an old one, but a classic.
The station was drenched.
There were 2 Rockstar games, not Rockstar games, Max Payne games made by, Remedy Entertainment, and then the 3rd one was made solely by Rockstar instead. So I don't personally consider the 3rd game canon.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
So we're only going to actually play the first 2 Max Payne games, and some mods for both of them. There's one mod I really like, where you play as a polar bear.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much fun taking care of the copy. Yeah, he's dead all right. It's me. Yo! Yo guys, hey, we're getting around. You hear me? What is this, a joke? Hey, hold it!
security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
What was that?
It's nothing. Relax.
What the hell?
Kiss it goodbye.
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure. Sounds good. Follow me.
Kong whiskey. Makes you go ape, apparently.
Home free. This way.
Look out!
Oh, that's rough.
Hitting Roscoe Bank ain't exact. Hold it.
The power to the rail had been cut. I'd have to get it back on to get the train moving.
Okay, back upstairs it is then. Would I ever play Hitman? Maybe at some point, but it's not really a priority.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on. So much for being subtle.
Several has a tank.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
I just heard some rats die. That's probably a bad sign. Oh, geez. Ah, we're dead. Oh, I just heard a notification. Was that... Okay.
What the hell was that?
Sounded like a bomb. I mean, honestly, Max.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking about? The detonator. Gun him down.
Wait, what?
Whack him.
The door had been welded shut ages ago, and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be here soon. So stick to the...
Well, that was unfortunate. Jeez, it took me all the way back to the start. Bit much, isn't it?
What the?
What the hell was that?
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking about? The detonator. I thought you'd bring it. You were supposed to bring it. Yeah, right. Hey!
The door had been welded shut ages ago, and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Hold it! Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's fine. Get 'em!
Oh, jeez.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be here soon. So stick to the plan.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor. bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers had been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine. The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery. The tunnel's running straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Let's get the hell out of here. We'll be fine. They know how to work. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll be fine.
All right, here we go.
drugs had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he'd gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before.
L.A. You heard me. First time?
The Finito brothers.
Oh, I've played Max Payne before.
Just the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a just swap plan. But don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Just swap pain. Got a ticket to Marble City.
Oh. Okay. The Finitos are finito.
A letter on the desk caught my eye. I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gognitti. Gognitti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Joey, Vigilio, you're right there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
It's Payne!
Okay, that's fair.
Bosses, Joey, Vigilio, you're right there? They're not answering.
I'd met
Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
It's Payne!
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
Oh, I was 6. I was 6. I probably shouldn't have been exposed to this game at that age, if I'm being honest.
press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go.
Ah, Cracker Jacks. Ah, shh. You know, when I was a kid, I used to wonder just what the deal with this hotel was. And nowadays I know.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation. My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great...
What the?
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
What the hell?
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now...
Ah, poop.
Previously on Lords and Ladies.
Hold it.
Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation. My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met, upon
Oh,
the
yeah.
forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not...
Work that's more appropriate for me to talk about on my other platform.
No, I forbid you. This cannot...
Oh, hi, Sentiments! I thought you died!
Love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am... My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Ah, there's some health. Junkies were in here. No, I didn't think I killed you. It's just you haven't been around in a while.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
It's Payne! Whack the sucker!
Okay, that's not a good sign.
Piece of crap! Ooh, whack!
Oh, that's fair. Have a good night, Omegas.
There he is! Whack the sucker! Piece of crap! Ice! Piece of crap! Whack him!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug worse. As DEA
Stream title, Max Payne.
brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues.
Man, things just keep pouring on for Max. Are we sure he's not related to Peter Parker with this kind of luck? Oh, that's a gruesome sight.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
Sounds like there's a radio somewhere around. Ah, shoot. Whew. That was close.
I'd found Muerte's room.
Hold it.
Ah, fuck.
I'd found Muerte's room.
Okay. Whew. But yeah, we're playing Max Payne, a classic neo-noir detective game. Well, sort of detective. Not quite.
Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr.
Ah, thanks, Centimus.
Ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Told you.
God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen.
I thought it was a bomb.
Hey.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made him fight.
I mean, occasionally there's a few new faces.
With the mystery hag over the phone again.
I still try to get focused to the reviews when I can actually get them out.
For the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
But depression sucks sometimes.
Secret X-rated flicks of her clients.
And seasonal depression doubly so.
Kill if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Ah, damn it.
left her diary on the table.
Okay. That was a bit messy. Yes, it's an M-rated game, but I first played it when I was 6. That probably says something about my parents.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, Oh, that worked. Yeah, the HasLab Lyle Kaiser is kind of neat. I have some issues with it, though. But that's just because I'm picky, and I feel like after 2 already successful Victory HasLabs, we didn't need Lyle Kaiser to be a HasLab. They should have just released it as a Titan.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
That's fair.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy
I figure Rescue Bots was probably pretty big back when you were a kid.
But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat. Now lying
So him being updated to, like, modern toy standards must be pretty neat for you.
boy comic strip.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in L.A. or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night.
Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins?
Nah, Eskimos, man.
I'm interested in the Heat Wave too, because he just looks like a really solid toy. I'm not even that big on rescue bots, but I could always use more fire trucks. God damn it.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole.
God, I'm dead.
I'm excited about Skybite, though, because Robots in Disguise 2001 was one of the shows that was airing back when I was a kid. And so Skybite made a big impact.
Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business.
Green for green.
Cheers and green-eyed angels. Amen.
Whack the sucker.
Whew!
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as an arc. It was dirty money. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr.
Alright, let's destroy the drugs, because why not? Oh, I kind of like the look he has. It reminds me of the actual Rescue Bots toys, but
There was a key on the table.
as opposed to just being purely his design from the show. It's like a blending of the actual Rescue Bot toys with modern generations engineering. It's charming.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and...
Yeah, that scene is, a bit much. Yeah, he's caught with his pants down. Gee, I wonder why. Okay. Jesus! She would not stay down. That is one surprisingly bullet-resistant prostitute. Hmm.
The antique switchboard was... There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area. Kind that made...
Yeah, that's fair. I think he is really good.
It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, good evening. This is Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed him.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large. Still in use.
Oh, thank God, there's some health. Okay, we barely survived that. I sure hope there are some painkillers around. There are not. Luckily, that was the end of the level.
Turn around, walk away would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundry.
Yeah, it's a shame. They might pack him in with one of the future Rescue Bot releases, though.
It was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop.
Because, the Hasbro team in a recent Q&A have actively said that they want to give us more mini-cons, so...
Lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Looks like we're a bit boxed in.
Inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way.
Oh, Blades could be interesting. Hopefully they wouldn't just remold him from someone like Spinister. That wouldn't be very true to the character. Hopefully he's his own mold.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted...
Prowl car? Prowl car? Is that a term? Is that why Prowl's named that? Okay, Prowl car is apparently a slang term for a police car. Which means that's why Prowl's named that? Oh my god, I never knew. Never made that connection as a kid, but it makes sense. Sort of. Oh.
Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover. The headlines were a depressing read.
was close. But we are limping. That's not a good sign.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Yeah, that is interesting. I've always wanted to check out the Duocon mold, so if I can scrounge together some cash through joystick or something, maybe I'll pick one of those up. Alright, let's pick up the phone.
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. Could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
I couldn't get past the door without a key. Someone had left a letter on the counter. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagnidi was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing he could count on. You push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back. There was a key on the shelf.
Surrender or we'll be forced to take action. Don't make me come and get you.
Okay, that was... maybe it'd be better to just die. Oh, jeez! Nah, he doesn't talk in third person like Waspinator. He just monologues. You know, kind of think sort of like Spider-Man Noir in the Spider-Verse, but you know, the serious version of it. And not the joke they kind of made him into in that movie. Alright, that was clean.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling. Yes, sir. It's the end of the world.
I haven't tried out any blockies, but from what I've seen of the dock, they're really interesting. I'm not as interested in them, though, because I don't know, they are non-transforming. Like, I'd be more interested in more of the unique color palette versions as opposed to, you know, the generic ones.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
I think that's the way we came.
Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Okay. I guess that's fair. Oi.
Hey,
No, don't shoot. I
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Oh, I remember back in the day, I'd have the Kung Fu parkour mod installed, and I'd be able to just run up the side of this wall.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in. It's a trap! There he is.
Ah, counterfeiting ring.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in. It's a trap! It's Payne!
Hey, indeed.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of
Not lately.
in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection
I have been hanging up my, flying Transformers on my ceiling, though.
Among the list of casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area.
And Mothra.
The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
I hung up my Power Glide, which I just recently did a review on, and I also hung up my Gigawatt. I had Brainstorm hung up, but he fell off the ceiling, which is very Brainstorm. And I'm planning on hanging up my Seekers and some of my girlfriend's Lego Star Wars sets, possibly. And the, Technic plane we have.
That's mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this, like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the flamingo speaks again. I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
Okay, that guy has issues.
It's always red or blue.
Oh my god! Okay, that one's on... Wow. I should have just let them kill themselves.
Red, blue, or green? It's always red or blue in the movies. So green? No, not
Huh? Who's shooting me? Oh! That door is surprisingly sturdy.
green? It's always red or blue in the movies. So green? No, not the green.
Okay. Wow. Those guys really caught me off guard. And looking for me, that guy can't aim worth shit. Some painkillers would be marvelous about now. Oh, hey, thank God.
Vinny Gognitti. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat. A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho. Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Okay, I think I took a wrong turn. Somewhere.
Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead. This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens. The city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gognitti made his move.
You know what? I'd like to see, both that Spidor recolor and that, that Badger skunk guy, too. To finish off the trio with Skybite. But I'd also like to see Gigatron, yeah. As for 2015, I'd like to, for RID 2015, I'd like to see a new version of that Steeljaw, honestly. Because I'm a furry. Jeez! Shock and blast straight to my face!
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Ah, this is gonna be rough. Oh, jeez.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
What the hell?
Ah, that'll help. Oh! Well, I hope you enjoy your Hero Factory February, Centimus. Hero Factory isn't really my thing, but maybe if I end up doing an unexpected Flash game stream, I'll actually cover one of those Hero Factory games LEGO did.
Hey,
Hmm?
What the?
Ah, my headphones are dying. I need to put them on the charger soon. Well, after we get done with this section of the game, we should end the stream relatively soon. Oh. Is it really that easy? Oh, jeez. Oh, whoa!
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Oh, you didn't miss much. We're still chasing Vinny. And I'm dead! Jesus! Really?
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Ah, damn it.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking
PD ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me, hold me to the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be ready at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
Alright, for now, let's save and we will come back to this next time. Until then, I want to say to everyone who watched the stream and anyone who's watching the VOD, thanks for watching. You are all stars. I've been Tiv, and I'll see you guys next time on the other side.